My beautiful peoples. So I'm so sorry it's taken this long for us to be able to get in touch with you guys. It literally took. It was supposed to take 4 days for us to get up here, and it took us an entire week. We had a horrible trip up here. Uh, the first site that we stopped at, they had a pervert trying to flash little D his junk. I had to get on to him. We had to have cops watching our campsite. The GPS system kept taking us states and states and states out of the way when we realized we were entering a state we weren't supposed to be entering. And then we had to recalculate and go all the way back. Like it was ridiculous. Our second stop was covered in goose poop. We had to spend an hour cleaning up goose crap so we can even lay our stuff down. The bathrooms were so unsanitized that there was poop and hair smeared everywhere in the showers and everything. It was gross. Not to mention there was a prostitute handling business all night long, 30 feet away from our tent. Don't ever go to the lakeside campground in Kansas. Yeah, disgusting. Um, right after that, we leave and we're trying to make it on our way down. And our back tires that we had, they were perfectly treaded when we left, and then by the time we got to Kansas, they were rubbed so butterball smooth. It wasn't even funny. And in Idaho, for some strange reason, if anybody's on my page and you're from Idaho, love you, but I really don't love your state. I had nothing but bad experiences from Kansas all the way up. Um, they're very homophobic there. I had somebody call me a dyke right in front of my mom. But anyways, our third campsite had ticks, so we spent $23 for no reason because we only got to stay there for 4 hours because we went to go see this supposed creek that they had. You had to fight through the jungle to go get to it, and by the time we got there, we caught ticks. So, needless to say, we left there, and our butterball tires in Idaho, for some strange reason, they don't like to paint the lines, so they had little metal pieces in the center lane and the outer lane, and I just so happened to go over, I guess, into one, and it completely cut my back tire and blew it. And then we put on our spare tire, after fighting to get the lug nuts off because they were rusted to the thing, was dry rotted and flat. So luckily a grass cutting crew came through and blew up our tire, and we got to limp to the next town, and that was 4 miles. Then we had to limp to the next town, which was 10 miles. Then we had to limp to the next town, which was 20 miles. We barely made it. Truck drivers almost hit us. They almost jackknifed onto the back of the car thousands of times. Needless to say, my anxiety was up. um and then so we decided to camp out for a night because my driving foot was so swollen, all you could see was the top part of my toes. Everything else was just leg and swollen balloon. So we stopped at a hotel, we slept there, and then we drove straight on in, and it took forever because the GPS was rerouting us again and took us everywhere we shouldn't have went first. So needless to say, it's one hell of an adventure, but we are here now, you guys. We're going to try to do some dumpster dives while here. I do have a couple of them that are left over from before we left Louisiana, and a couple of other videos from before we left Louisiana. So I will have those up. I will have a video up for you guys tonight, and you guys can see it. All right. Love you guys. Bye.